Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bowman here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Planescape Torment. And yeah, we are about to enter the Crypt of the Dismemberment, so let's see what it has in store for us. Save just in case. Uh-oh. I got traps in here. What is this? Oh, jeez. Okay, that scared me. Not gonna lie. Skull. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right. Done.
Severed arm. This is a sickening pool of dried and dragging blood and gore. It looks like there may be something interesting in some of the body parts in there. This body has been horribly mangled. It looks like it's been burned, stabbed, sliced, bludgeoned, and forced through a grate. It's in two halves, lying in a crushed pool of blood. Ouch. Okay, was that it? Heals 27. Whoa. What got me to full health? I think I figured it out.
I'm gone. Forced it.
There we go. Okay. Okay. Now I got a sledgehammer. Let's see, detonations. Let's go up there first. Oh. Just make a run for it. Actually, I changed my mind. Let's do the... It's this one, right? Yep. Okay. Oh. Stop. Thou have come too far, traveler, and trespassed into the dead nation's realm of the Silent King. Wilt thou submit peacefully? Submit to what? 'Tis the will of the Silent King that all who pass the gates into our nation become prisoners of his lands. Wilt thou submit? Very well, I will submit. Come then, we shall show thee to the chapel. Know this, thou shalt be free to wander these halls, but not to leave the catacombs. Thou shalt be a prisoner here until thy death. Should thou later arise, as we have, thou shalt be free. Praise the Silent King. His will be done.
Updated my journal.
Ah, another member of the living. Most are slain by the ghouls. This far into the catacombs. You are fortunate. You're Soigo from the mortuary. What are you doing here? Your memory serves you well. I'm no longer stationed in the mortuary. Instead, I've become a missionary in these parts. Missionary? Yes, I came to these catacombs after hearing rumors of undead that were aware in these parts. I hope to save them. Save them? Yes, passion ties them to this false life. I hope I can teach them to forsake these passions and leave this false life behind and reach the true death. False life? These dead ones are so close to the true death, yet they cling to this life. This false life is the lie of existence on this plane. True death? A complete absence of passion. In the true death, it is the true life beyond the shadow of existence. It is to this place that these dead must reach to free themselves. You want them to die? I wish them to transcend this plane of existence, to divorce themselves from passion. It can save them. Where am I? You're in the catacombs of the dead nations. The guards brought you here. Why have I been made prisoner here? I do not know. Ask some of the citizens here. Perhaps farewell. A moment of your time before you go. Do not attack any of the undead here in the catacombs. They will not harm you so long as you remain peaceful. Should you prove hostile, they will defend themselves, and they are many of them. Lastly, you may return here if you need to rest. Wait, can we rest now?
Updated my journal.
Of course, you shall be safe in this chamber while you rest. Thanks.
All right.
Bandages.
Failed. Forced it. Forced it.
Oh, nice. Scroll of the Blood Bridge. place is pretty big. Lots of zombies.
Failed.
Royal Guard. So what are they guarding? This foreboding entrance emits a slight wind groaning in the tunnels. This door's locked. You'll need a key. Oh. This skeleton wears what appears to be an ancient priest's robes, heavy and ornate. It carries a large, impressive staff, which is capped with intricately carved horns, dangling pendants, and gilded skull. Greetings. The skeleton, its eyes aglow like two burning embers, look over you, but makes no reply. Are you the Silent King? It shakes its head, turning with an eerie grace and pointing eastwards. It then turns to you once more. Are you Hargrim? It nods solemnly, the pendant suspended from its stave tinkling softly. There's something disquieting about its silence, piercing gaze. I had some questions. Why have I been made prisoner? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to languish in his halls until they join the quiet ones. Could he be convinced to allow
Updated
otherwise?
my journal.
After a short silence, its jaw cracks open. 'Tis doubtful, but perhaps. Mysterious are the ways of the Silent King. May I speak with him? It holds up a bony palm. With a creaking groan and a puff of dust, its jaws open to speak. No, its voice, deep and resonant, echoes for a long while in the vaulted chamber. But why not? Its voice booms throughout this chamber. No living creature may pass the doors that lead to his throne room, nor would I allow thee an audience even if such a thing were possible. Thou shalt not see him. I had some questions then. Where am I? It gestures all around itself. Within the borders of the dead nations, the halls of the Silent King. Tell me of the Silent King. Our Lord in vision, he who makes the law and protects us. Thou would do well to start no trouble here, stranger, for the Silent King's eye is everywhere, and his justice swift. Why is he called the Silent King? He speaks no more than necessary to guide us. Praise to the Silent King. Let me ask of someone else. Tell me about Soigo. He tries to convince us to give up this pretense of life, as he calls it, and pass into the true death. He claims that it is our passion that anchors us to this life, and we must let go of them and our duty. He wants us to die.
Updated my journal.
Some listen to his words, but none have chosen to surrender themselves to his beliefs. Those that did would be forever silenced. Our numbers would dwindle, and all that we have here would be destroyed by what surrounds us. Soigo may believe he is doing right, but is in truth causing great harm. Why do you allow him to stay? We cannot force him to leave. He knows we cannot harm him. The dead truce. No undead may injure a dustman unless first attacked. Also, the Silent King wishes no slaughter in his halls. What are you doing here? It indicates its stave and robes. I am called Hairgrim. I am the high priest of the citizens here. I spread the word of the Silent King to his followers. How did you come to be here? I passed away long ago and found that beyond death lies only oblivion. Fortunately, I was able to step back at the last moment from the brink. Step back? Yes, I awoke here. I wandered the catacombs for until days before stumbling into the throne of my lord, the Silent King. He spoke to me, and from the fated meeting, the Dead Nations was born. You mentioned followers. Who else is here? We, the skeletons, other undead zombies and ghouls. There were once shadows, but they have long since fled. Sometimes one of the living spends the last days here. Also, far to the east live many cranium rats. Tell me of your kind. We tend to the quiet ones, the true dead, and obey the word of the Silent King. Our work here has gone on for centuries. Who else inhabits this place? Okay. Tell me of the rats. They are the high-brained vermin who once came here in great numbers, feeding upon the corpses in our cave. The ghouls have, for the most part, driven them back. They no longer leave their warrens to the east of here. Do they have any
Updated
weaknesses?
my journal.
Their strength is gathered in numbers. If one were to find and slay small separated groups, the stronger packs would slowly lose power. In the rat warrens to the east, for instance, they are very powerful. Brain vermin killed in the hive above might weaken them here, though. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere here? It shakes its head. I have seen no such thing. Why dost thou seek this object? For a man named Pharod. The skeleton draws back. It looks up and away as if peering at the surface. Blood still beats in his black, worm-ridden heart. That wheezing sack of flesh still sends his pack into our homes to raid and pillage. It faces you once more. Thou were wrong to come here. We tolerate no such desecrators within our borders. Just what do you intend to do, then? We shall execute thee as per the law of the Silent King. No tomb raider is to be allowed in here. I'm actually not of Pharod's men, however. Why then art thou here, invading our homes on a fetch and carry for that miserable soul? I'm finding the sphere for him to return for information I need. There is no other loyalty between us. It looks over you carefully, tapping its chin with a bony finger. Click, click, click. Thou do not seem the sort to follow such a man. Perhaps you speak the truth. Perhaps your presence here is tolerable. Well, that was close. There is no meat left on the bones of this ancient animated corpse, only a few colored rags which seem to serve more as a decoration than clothing. It is staring at the floor, shaking its head and tapping its chin thoughtfully. Greetings. It makes no response, apparently lost in thought. I said greetings. It looks up, seeing you, sighs with a small puff of dust. I have much on my mind and would prefer to be left alone. Is there something I can help you with? No, I've a difficult decision to make. Tis all. What
Updated
decision
my
is that?
journal.
To continue my life here, or to die. To finally pass on to the true death I've been told of. True death? A complete absence of passion. The true death is the true life beyond this shadow of existence. It is said that we must reach this place to free ourselves. I think it may be time for you to release your hold on life. I shall take thy words into consideration. Now I ask thee to lead me to my thoughts. Farewell. We gotta tell Seagull. Ah, well met again. I met a skeleton in one of the hallways here that seems on the brink of seeking the true death. Oh, I will go speak to him now. This metal slab is apparently used as a bed. There looks to be a portion on its side that can be pried open. Certain that Ciego's not coming around, you pry open the small panel and peer inside. There's some sort of broken journal in there. The book proves to be Suigo's journal. It details his being attacked by a were-rat, his eventual regression into lycanthropy, and his flight from the mortuary after unwittingly slaying and devouring a fiend. Looking for a hiding place, he came upon the warrens of thought and agreed to serve many as one hive mind of the cranium rats gathered there. He is now here in the Dead Nations in order to spy on the undead for many as one who hopes to one day control this part of the catacombs. Replace the journal, close
Updated my journal.
Interesting. Let's see. Let's follow him and see what he has to say. Actually, we'll end this episode here, and we will continue on with this interesting development on the next episode. So, thank you very much for joining me on this playthrough of Planescape Torment. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you all in the next one.